Are the Jews still God's chosen people? That question has divided churches, shaped political alliances, and sparked some of the bitterest arguments in so-called Christianity today. The answer may challenge what you have always assumed and what your church teaches, so proceed with caution, because that is what this channel is all about, pursuing God's truth wherever it leads. And if you want to join us on that journey, please subscribe and help the channel grow. Now, next week, Lord willing, we will be releasing a full video that goes deep on this question, from Genesis to Revelation. But today, I want to give you the TLDR version, because the Bible answers this question concisely and clearly. First, yes, there was absolutely a time when the Jews were God's chosen people. Deuteronomy 7 verse 6 is unmistakable. God called them a special treasure above all the peoples on the face of the earth. But here is the question most people never stop to ask. Why were they chosen? Not because of anything they did, and not because they were the greatest or most faithful nation on earth. Spoiler alert, they weren't. They were chosen because God had a plan that stretched all the way back to the Garden of Eden. After Adam and Eve sinned, God told the serpent that the seed of woman would crush his head. That was a prophecy of Christ. In Genesis 12, God told Abraham, "And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." That too was ultimately about Jesus, who would be born a descendant of Abraham, a Jew in the city of Bethlehem. The Jewish people were chosen to be the ones through whom the Redeemer would come into the world, and that purpose has now been accomplished. But are the Jews still the chosen people? No. That's what God says through the Apostle Peter. Writing to Christians, Peter takes the very language once spoken of Israel in the Old Testament and applies it directly to the church, which is made up of both Jews and Gentiles. But you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, who once were not a people, but are now the people of God, who had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. 1 Peter 2 verses 9 and 10. God's chosen people today are those who are in Christ, both Jew and Gentile. If we get this wrong, we treat ethnic Jews as if they have a standing before God that the New Testament simply does not give them. The actual good news, the gospel, is that any Jew anywhere in the world can come to God the same way everyone else does, through faith in Jesus, the very Messiah their ancestors were chosen to bring into the world. Praise God. There is far more to say on this. Next week, we are releasing a full video covering the complete biblical argument, defining what we actually mean by Jews and Israel, tracing the covenant through Abraham and whether those promises were conditional, working through Galatians, Ephesians, and Romans, and answering the passage everyone brings up in Romans 9 through 11. If this topic matters to you, and it should, subscribe so you don't miss it when it drops next week. And if you haven't seen our video on the difference between the terms Hebrew, Israelite, and Jew, well, check it out right here. It will give you exactly the context you need before the full video arrives next week.